guys pulling back, so we're gonna have to hear a lot of hoots from the other competitors and make them go. Yeah, a couple of sick dredgers, 8 foot solid. Gonna have to do some big airdrops out there. That's why we waited for it. We waited for this day. This is it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to violence. The word and the act. Violence devours all it touches. Its voracious appetite rarely fulfilled. Yet violence doesn't only destroy, it creates and molds as well. Let's examine closely then this dangerously evil creation, this new breed. But a word of caution, handle with care and don't drop your guard. This rapacious new breed prowls both alone and in packs, operating at any level, any time, anywhere, and with anybody. Who are they? Who are they? Who are they? Who are they?
2 words on the wave conditions for the first annual Tahiti's contest.
West Bowl and first heat
Oh no!
equals
Big bang.
I saw it, it was just raining like crazy, just like a horseshoe, just coming off the reef, just like this, you know, it was crazy.
After the first heat, big old storm front rolled in. It was just howling on shore. Everyone thought the contest was finished. A couple guys decided to leave. Alex Kinimaka left. Kelly Hunt, who made it through his heat, he decided to leave because he thought no way that the waves were going to be good the next morning.
Everybody's pretty amped. How do you feel?
feel pretty good.
Do you feel like a PH yet?
No, I'm still not a pro at all.
It was onshore the whole night, but we woke up the next morning and it was just smoke and the waves were thundering on the reef. It looked pretty heavy.
First 3 heats were good, but in the beginning of heat 4 there was a huge empty wave, and from that point on the action was just kind of non-stop. It looked like the guys in the heat were stressing when they were paddling back out. It was a pretty intense vibe. cornered on shore, and everybody thought the contest was going to be over. The only really highlight of the heat was, I'd say, Andre's 10 that he got for an extremely deep barrel, and the other highlight would be watching Joe get caught inside by probably about a 10-foot wave on his head.
Oh, shit, me aside. Don't video that. Hey, check him. Hold on. Keep rolling. I think I got shots good outside. Ow.
Well, heat 6, it was a tough time to be a bodyboarder. It was pretty much raining the whole entire time, and we missed like 2 of Jeff's really good waves, which usually happens because that always happens. And Tyson Williams actually picked up one of the sickest waves of the contest, I think, personally. My name's Ross. Not really sure what all you guys think, but I thought it was pretty much one of the heaviest waves just because there was this huge wind chop that he had to backdoor. And the only other guy in the heat was Nicholas Richard, and he pretty much just couldn't put it together, even though he's basically from Tahiti and he surfs Teahupoo a lot, but it really was out of control, so that's kind of why there's hardly any footage of it. At the end of Heat 6, the boys in Heat 7 knew they were pretty much up against an out-of-control ocean. They were pretty much taking off on huge closeouts, and majority of the waves that were coming through were going on unridden. From that point on, the swell seemed like it was peaking at that point, and everyone was pretty much in awe of the ocean's power. Mitch Rollins was actually in the heat too, and he didn't even catch a wave because it was so out of control. It was pretty much chaos at this point.
My money on you, baby!
Handle that! Toby! Oh my God! He's okay. Manuel's gonna go for him. Yeah. But that's a triple. One, this one or this one? Yeah. Give me the lead. Oh, sorry.
Who's your bet on the finalists? Hopefully yourself.
Hopefully myself. Alistair. Probably Tamega. And I don't know whoever made it through my heat. Alright, Hardy probably. Again.
You're an eye.
Alright, good luck.
Thanks.
So happiness. We overcome the ambitions of mind and body. Logic gives way to emotions. Indulgence become our virtue. You and I, tonight, our aspirations together, we explore the needs of our hearts, seeking the absolute truth. Hidden desires.
The first one was the longest hold I've ever had. My arm wrapped around my legs, and then it just didn't stop from there. It was just underwater, spinning underwater.
about anyone except the one who caught me staring, so I just walked away. No one likes to give themselves over to an empty bed. If you're gonna sleep like that, then you might as well be dead. But you still want all the covers and all.
Go out there. How was that one waiver just right now?
I'm happy. I don't care if I make it through now. Very content.
Sick. We stressing?
Fuck, the bottom just didn't seem to come. Just kept on dropping and dropping.
As the day progressed, the last two quarterfinals were held in rapidly deteriorating conditions. All competitors were pulling into closeouts and experiencing stormy conditions. They attributed any kind of advancement to luck and wave selection. At this point, the entire event was in Mother Nature's hands. The boys looked a little bit frustrated, but as the semi started, the conditions began to improve.
tough call. But I'm gonna put my money on Mike Stewart, only because his wave selection has been pretty on thus far.
Ross, who do you think is going to win?
I'm gonna have to agree with my fellow friend Manny. Mike hasn't lost a heat all day. Oh no, he has. But I think he'll win this heat.
It's Mills.
Yo.
Who do you think is going to win?
Who's in the final?
Yeah.
Ryan Hardy, Mike Stewart. Oh no, Stewart. Come on, my Stewart.
Benno, who's going to win?
Ryan Hardy.
I want Ryan Hardy to win. Who's gonna win?
Who's gonna win?
Probably Mike Stewart.
Who do you want to win, Burks?
I'm gonna have to go with Crank. He's made me money all day long.
I'd have to go with Crank.
Jeff?
Mike Stewart for the easy money. I'd say easy money.
Alistair.
Not the easy money, but percentages.
Hardballs. Hardballs.
That's what I'm going for.
Hardballs or Crank?
Who's going to win?
Hardballs. Hardballs. Hardballs and Stewie.
Not hardballs.
Who's going to win?
My final pick was
Big Island Pride. Mike Stewart.
Crank.
Eddie, who's going to win?
Ryan Hardy. Hardballs.
Mitch, who's going to win?
Mike. Spencer. Ron.
Guilherme, wave selections, not too many waves. What happened?
Yeah, only counts 2 waves. I think it was 2 waves, a good one. But it's okay.
Launch it, Hardy. Launch it, Hardy.
Tasting you in rain, I walk down to the train, try not to look down. This day could someday be an anniversary. Everything is light and sound. Facing forwards, going slowly. Wait for you to show me where this train wants to go. Living by the hour, I stop for every flower. Everything is soft and slow. Now all these tastes improve through the view that comes with you. Like they handed me my life. For the first time it felt right. Thank you for making me see there's life in.
I'd have to thank a lot of the Tahitian people. And anywhere I've been in the world, I think the Tahitian people are the most friendly people I've ever come across, and they send out the most good vibes I've ever felt. And I think I owe a lot of thanks to them.
Everything is soft and sweet. This cigarette, it could seduce a nation with its smoke. Crawling down my tired throat, scratches part of me that's purring, softly stirring. I'm a captain of industry, smoking famously, feet up on the windowsill. Looking at all these trees, I feel affinity with everything so soft and still. Budding at my fingertips, touching you, I start to bloom. Alive with trains and passing ships, soft and sweet along your lips now. I go, oh.